And I'd like to bring the Douglas Board of Health meeting to order. And we have first on the agenda, we have 80 West Street, request an upgrade. Karen Keegan, Allen Engineering.
Mr. Chairman,
Good evening.
Yes,
could we make a correction first?
sure, absolutely.
I've got June 19, 9 on my agenda.
So you
Oh.
do?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you want one. He's got one.
You want one? I'll give you a
Yes,
nice
I do
color.
have one.
I'll give you a nice color.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I like the colors, yeah.
Oh, that was,
We're
that's
ahead
not
of
even
ourselves.
close.
So you'd like to make that the 13th?
I would.
Okay. Thank you.
Does it matter if I have it right side up or
Kinda.
upside down?
Kinda. Are you guys here for this? No. Okay, that's easy. Good evening. This is for 80 West Street. The Camusos need to repair their septic system. Their existing septic system is in the front right here. I've moved it over to the side because it's raised out of the ground.
What is your name?
Karen Keegan.
Karen Keegan, yeah.
I've raised it out of the ground a little bit to keep it from the 3-foot offset to groundwater, and that's what I'm here for this evening, is a variance for the 3-foot offset to groundwater.
So what is this, a higher water table? Is that?
Yeah, I
the
got
other
a
one?
high water table. I have a
Yeah.
water table of 40 inches.
Okay.
So the 40-inch water table, I don't want to stick it out of the ground too far. It would be just one big mound in the
Right.
front yard, just does not look very aesthetic.
Yeah,
So
Especially when
it's
it
a pump
hides,
system.
especially when it hides the house, huh?
I know, right? It's also a pump system, only because you couldn't gravity feed it from the house to there. There's wetlands. The wetlands are approximately 76.8 feet away. I have a poly barrier that is pretty much going around a good portion of it, except for the D-box area. And it's a 2-to-1 grade slope.
Mm-hmm.
And it meets all the offsets. Any questions from the board at all?
Did have a question, and I forgot what it was. Okay, so it's a pump system.
Yep,
These are grinder pumps, right? They're-
yes.
Is it a dual system or just a single pump system? It's not a dual pump, right?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, okay. I guess Steve, a town engineer, he feels good about this, he feels comfortable about it, so I feel comfortable. If he feels comfortable, if the board has anything to say about it.
Yeah, I think I'm in agreement. Yeah, they all feel comfortable with it. It's like the best option.
Okay.
So it's a gravity feed system until we get to the pump?
Yeah, gravity feeds to the chamber, where the pump is.
Looks like monolithic.
Pump chamber.
Yeah, gravity feeds to the pump, and then it pumps to the
Pumps to the,
D-box.
right, it pumps it up.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you say the incline was, the grade?
From
From
what?
the pump to the,
From the pump to the D-box?
Yeah.
The grade is roughly 2 feet.
oh, okay, okay, that's not very much.
No.
So we have a motion here.
Is Steve happy?
Steve is very happy about it, yes.
And I move that we accept this plan as presented.
Okay. I'd just like to add that, well, if you could add something about Steve being, accepting, in other words, we're accepting this on the term that Steve also accepts it.
And our town engineer has accepted.
Yeah, our town engineer has accepted, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, I'll second that.
okay, all in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Okay, Karen,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Yep, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you, yep, we'll see you now. Okay, next on the agenda, we have,
He said I love your plants.
we have Dan Markman. I'm not sure what we're talking about here.
Dan,
Oh, okay, I'm
do
sorry.
you guys want to come up?
We have Dan and Danielle.
I didn't have Danielle on because I didn't.
Okay, but we have Danielle and Dan, yeah. Come on up, folks, come on
Oh,
in,
you-
sit
you
down,
can sit
relax a
out
little
there If you'd
bit.
rather. It's up to you.
I'm confused.
I don't
You
know.
can sit, come
No,
sit.
sit here, sit here.
Sure.
There you go. Yeah. We're very informal, so don't be, yeah. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to make a presentation to the board that we have two professional individuals here that have been assisting us and assisting myself and assisting Kristen a great deal in our everyday doings around here. I've had the opportunity to go out on inspections with both of them. They're both very professional. They both, I should also mention, too, before I go any further, this is a grant that we've received through, maybe you can help me out.
Blackstone Valley Regional Collaborative through.
Okay, it's right here, and I should know that. But, so it's a 3-year grant, is that correct? And they will be with us for the next at least 2 years, 2.5 years, or whatever. And like I say, they're professional in their field. It's great to go out on inspections with them. I learn a great deal about inspections. Danielle took me to school the other day, and she did a fabulous job, I have to say. And Dan, I've also gone out with him, and he's very particular about certain things. They're right on. They're both excellent people, so we're very fortunate to have them. If you'd like to add to that, and maybe you can explain a little better as to what you folks do.
Do you want to go first?
So we are intended to provide supplemental services to Douglas as well as 7 other towns in the Blackstone Valley. So that includes everything from food inspections, housing inspections. Eventually, we'd like to be soil certified, just in case, as a backup. But we can do tattoo parlors, tanning salons, anything within the purview of public health, we would be qualified to inspect. We are also, as part of the push towards regionalization that the state is sort of attempting to adopt, we're also going to be trying a little bit to see if there's anything that the boards of health in the various towns are doing that the other boards might be interested in. Services, projects, regulations that maybe other boards would be interested in implementing. We can take the resources from one of the other towns and bring them before those boards. So this increase of collaboration between the 8 towns means that you can directly communicate between your boards, find out what resources they have, find out what's worked, what hasn't, and they can learn the same from you. And that's kind of our secondary purpose, I guess.
Danielle, would you like to add?
He kind of touched upon everything, but yeah, like Dan said, we offer supplementary services. We kind of fill in wherever you guys need. Myself, like I've taken on the role as animal inspector in a couple towns too. So if that's an interest to the board, I could be like instated as like a backup or whatever. Dan and I just like to be like useful in whatever the town needs.
Well, I can tell you this. One of the people that you're sitting next to has a lot in common with you. Okay?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. He raises, do you have goats? Yeah,
Goat, sheep, chickens,
yeah.
pigeons.
Yeah, there you go.
Used to do a lot.
There you go. And he was also
It's cutting
animal
back.
inspector at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a little while.
So he's a pretty knowledgeable guy. Yeah.
Great.
We rely on everybody here, every board member here contributes a great deal, so. And that doesn't leave Kristen out either.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I was impressed, like I say, going out on inspections with you, both of you. You're very professional.
Thank you.
It was nice to see that, you're not just out there jumping all over people. I think you're trying to make them feel more relaxed, and I can see that there's a difference there in quality and comfort, for these people. And they're more willing to do the things that they have to do to correct the things that they have to correct by doing it that way. And like I say, I was very impressed with both of you.
Thank you.
And I still am. I'm still am. So, does anybody have anything else to offer here? Or will anything be coming up in the future that we should know, or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So one project that, it's a little bit on hold at the moment because both Danielle and I have certification exams that we're studying for this month.
Oh,
And we're kind of playing catch up with some last minute inspections for each of the towns.
mhm.
But after that, our next big project would be to kind of perform a review of what each of the towns is doing with regards to its food regulations.
Mhm.
What kind of paperwork do they have, or what kind of paperwork they require for food establishment permits? Are there any local regulations that they've implemented that they've seen as particularly useful? And once we've kind of compiled all of that, we intend to draft a guidance document that we can give to each of the towns that basically offers, like, here are the things that we saw that were the most effective. Here are the biggest weaknesses that we saw that, like, maybe another town's already dealt with, that they've had success shoring up. That includes everything from local regulations that you could potentially adopt to maybe tweaks you could make to your food establishment permit forms, might make it clearer, or maybe there might be more paperwork on your end that would be helpful, that you could require from them. But that's kind of our next big project. Also, our hopes in doing this is as each town adopts a more similar kind of permit application, and each town starts to look a little bit more similar, the expectation on business owners becomes a little clearer. So if you're operating a food truck in Northbridge and then you move to Douglas, if they have more similar forms and more similar regulations, the expectation for the business owner is going to be easier. And because of the benefit of having us as inspectors for each town, we would also allow greater communication between them. We can say, oh, we've seen this food truck, we've inspected them, here are their biggest challenges, they're really good about this. And again, on their end, it'll be easier because they'll know what to expect from each town, because it'll be the same, or close to the same at least.
Right. Danielle, do you have anything to add there?
Just recently, the inspection you and I went out, there has been some progress with that.
Oh, yeah.
This past weekend and Friday.
Maybe you could give a description as to what what
Yeah.
we're dealing with here.
So the property that we're dealing with is, it's kind of complicated. So the individual that lives there is a veteran. He's about 55. He doesn't have any income at the moment, and the property is kind of in shambles, for lack of a better word. A lot of 410, 750s, which is in the housing code, basically violations that are a serious threat to health and proper human habitation. So there was a lot cited there, and that individual needs a lot of assistance and services that kind of go beyond the scope of what Dan and I are used to dealing with, because kind of as inspectors, our job kind of stops at deeming a place habitable or not habitable. So kind of, I'm trying to pick up the slack with giving this guy resources as to where to go, because what's going to happen is that property, as of right now, is deemed uninhabitable, and we're going to condemn it. So I've been working with some veteran outreach coordinators to try to get him some services. He's not too happy at the moment.
No.
No, but because as you saw, there was a little disconnect there.
Yeah.
Not completely understanding, but
Right.
I do have another conference call with the veteran outreach worker and the family tomorrow to see what path he's going to take, whether he's going to go willingly, or unfortunately, if we're going to have to go through a process to make sure that he can't live in that situation. So that's kind of where we're at now.
I see.
Yeah.
Is it possible to get him housing nearby, or?
So, the closest housing that would work for him in his situation is out of Worcester, because that's where, like, the Veterans Association is based
I
out
see,
of.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at the moment. So.
Well, like I say, you're doing a great job over there, I'll tell you.
Thank you.
I'm very impressed.
Is this a new situation that we've just become
This is,
aware of, or has this been an ongoing?
actually, this is, how long has this been going on?
It was brought to our attention last week, I guess.
I think it was
It was
before
a couple, it
that.
was originally maybe 4 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it
okay.
was about a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah, that it was brought to our attention, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, actually, now that I think of it, it was actually in the cold weather
Okay.
when this came about, because he was without heat, remember? He was actually without heat, and he's without water,
Yeah.
as a matter of fact. So he didn't, and it was cold weather, and he was living in that house with no heat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been going on, I think, thanks to these two folks, they know just where to go and how to do it, to deal with this situation. And that's another thing. They'll be helping us, hopefully, to draft some regulations and some town bylaws to head off some of these things that have been happening, and being able to deal with these things more quickly, So,
What kind of money are we talking about to make where he is habitable?
well, she's,
So, from my understanding, from what the research that Kristen and Julie have done, the property, they have not been paying taxes on the property for a while. So it's a good chunk of change that they owe. And the individual that is residing there has family, but they say that they don't have the funds to pay off the taxes and to fix up the property. So I don't really know, because I know the town has a lien on it. I don't know if the family is going to try to gather some funds to save it, or if they're just going to let the town take it. That's still up in the air at the moment. But it's going to be costly to get the property in good shape, and obviously it's going to cost money to turn on the utilities, which no one has at the moment. But I was able to connect with a cleanup company that gives veterans a discount for cleaning up, because like, as you know, Dan, with like hoarding like resources and stuff, like there's a lot of them, but it's very costly. But Colleen was actually the one that gave me the resource. This particular cleaning company gives veterans like a very big discount. So if they were interested in going that route, I do have that for them. But again, it's up in the air as to what they want to do with the property, but it's going to be costly to fix it.
The fact that he's a veteran actually means that it opens up more potential for resources. Oftentimes, if for individuals in this situation in his age range, there are next to no resources.
So other than taxes, what are we looking at? Are we looking at 5,000, 100,000, a million?
That I can't say, because structurally, that's not my forte, and I haven't been able to connect with the building inspector, but like, the roof is leaking. There are multiple parts throughout the place where the roof is leaking.
It almost seems like the building should be raised.
Yeah, so I can't say for sure how much, I just know that it will cost them money that at this time, the family does not have.
You said there's no water?
There's no water.
Do we know how long it hasn't been watered?
The brother has told me that it's been months.
Is that shut off or is that a well?
That's a well.
It's a well?
I think it was
There's no
just
electricity.
before the cold weather set in, so it could have been last December or
Yeah,
something like that. It probably froze, and this is where he
yeah.
has no water because
So he,
he has frozen pipes.
no electricity to pump it.
Yeah,
You need a well pump. Well, and heat was electric or oil?
What did he, I can't remember what he had for heat. I couldn't see because, I mean, it's clutter.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
it
heavy,
was-
heavy clutter, you know?
Yeah.
Couldn't see base.
You know what I'm talking about because
Yeah.
you've been there. Not there, but, you know. yeah,
Similar?
Similar. Yeah, it is too bad. It's very sad. But
Hopefully.
fortunately, we have these two folks to help us out here.
Yeah.
So,
Just the difficult thing is the undiagnosed mental illness.
Yeah.
That is just making it difficult for him to kind of realize that we are there to help him.
sure.
So that's,
I could sense the resistance, but I think it's understandable because this is all he knows, and, you know, everything else is foreign to him. So,
Oh, yeah, I don't think every situation similar that we've dealt with in the past has been
right,
resisted to the fullest.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's difficult to blame them in many cases. By the time we're on the scene, it's understandable that they might perceive us as the cause of the problem rather than just the person.
Well, that's true, too.
That it
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. too.
exists and has existed.
Yeah, it is a sad situation, no doubt.
yeah.
Are there anything else that,
My fiance is a veteran. I'd love to get your contact. I can see if there's
Yeah.
any, like, outlooks he knows for helping veterans like that.
Yeah.
Because he likes to work in the type of environment, so definitely, if we can help.
Yeah, of course.
that's
Thank you.
great, that's great, Amanda. Okay, should we let these two folks go home?
Thank you.
Yes, no, thank you.
I've been
Thank you both, very
on the
much.
email list, so I've been monitoring what's happening as it goes on.
Good.
Great, cool.
About this, by the way, I don't know, because you mentioned Colleen helped you find that resource, but Blackstone has recently created a kind of resource document that they've shared with all of the other towns. It's got resources for hoarding cases in particular, which includes everything from how to identify one to some basic contact information for mass housing, what the process is to identify a hoarding situation, and how to move forward.
Sure.
So I gave that to Kristen a little while ago, so if any of y'all are interested.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
it's pretty comprehensive.
Oh, she must be hiding it from me or something, Kristen.
Yeah.
I'm only kidding, you know. Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, you're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, but it's up to you. You can stay, or
really-
we certainly do
Yeah.
appreciate you staying here.
You're
Dan and I know, we go to a
Explain.
lot of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Well-versed.
We'll leave it up to you. Whatever you decide is fine with us, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, folks.
Yes, no, thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
This meeting.
Yes. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, you will?
Yes.
I will probably stop by briefly on Wednesday for the re-inspections.
Okay. Yep.
And the one thing I just want to add is if you need me to go with you on any of the inspections, you know, we can let Kristen know, and I'll be, she's the only person who can get in touch with me. She has all the numbers.
Sounds good. Will
Okay.
And if you're ever interested in shadowing either of us on inspections, just let us know.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, folks.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, back to our agenda here. We have transfer station, always an exciting topic. Certainly interesting now with crunch time being July 1st, and we have to make some serious moves here. Sticker fee increases,
If you want to pull up this page,
yeah. Kristen can better explain this.
All right.
I will do my best.
You'll do fine.
I think that's the,
Do you have it, Dick?
You have this?
Yeah.
sudden rise in gas prices, I'm sure haven't helped.
No, we just got a surcharge on BP, for like over almost 5,000. So anyways, on the left-hand side, 2022, this is what we've done to date. So it's pretty much over because it's almost June 30th. So right now, we've collected $205,100 in sticker fees. And it's divided, it shows you we've sold 752 regular and 547 senior. Then you go down, this is all money we've collected, electronics, bulky, propane tires, about 11,422. So the total of those two is 216,522. At the beginning of the year,
Question,
yep,
those numbers are all income or expenses?
income.
Income. Yep.
The 225 is what we told the IRS or whoever, Gene tells, that's what we were going to collect. But out of that, we've uncollected 216 so far, so we're hoping to collect some more money before June 30th. It's actually gotten a little bit better because this was done a couple weeks ago. So the $350,000 down there where it says total revenue is what we need to make in order to keep the transfer station afloat. So we spend, our expenses are $350,000. So we've only collected $216,522. So in order to reach that 350, that's where we borrow from the retained earnings, which we're borrowing 124.5. But that has gone down to almost nothing because we borrow so much of it. Now we need to increase sticker prices because that's what carries us, that's what carries the transfer station.
Should have never dropped them 10 years ago.
Right. Well, we should have started increasing
Well, we should have,
slowly.
yeah. But this was hard to foresee.
So we dropped that, I don't know how long ago it was, probably 7 years ago, I'm guessing. So
I
we,
mean, who would have
because,
ever expected the economy to go
right,
so far south?
so we've chipped into it a lot faster, I think. Oh, so anyways,
Yeah.
looking at all the numbers and trying to figure it all out, we've decided that the best thing to do, this is with Jean, I've talked to her, is if we left the sticker amount the same that we're selling, if we increased the regular stickers to $350 and the seniors to $240, so $240 for the seniors would be $20 a month, that we would collect $394,480 if everything stayed as it did this year. If we go down and say we're going to collect another $11,000 in the electronics, bulky, propane, and tires, we'll be collecting $405,480 total. If we left it the same, at the annual town meeting, we told in the town that we were going to, our expenses are going to be $355,268. That was low, because then we got the information from BP at how much it's actually increasing. So I estimated $380,000 is what our expenses are going to be because of the increase in BP prices. So if we go with the 380 and we collected the 405, we would actually start, the 25,480 is what we'd start saving again, to have some money in case we need it. So we need to start doing that.
Yeah,
So
one thing, Kristen, you said 380 would be,
a projection of what it's going to
Projection.
cost us to run it
okay.
in FY '23. So there's no way we can not increase the stickers. And we had it at 250 for the seniors, but if we drop it to 240 to just try and make it a little easier, it would still be okay. It would be a 6.71%
I feel like we're
increase.
gonna get a lot of people that,
They're going to be shocked.
yeah, they're not gonna come back.
Well, so we called people that are the other choice, which would be pickup. And
I'm sure it's way more.
it is,
Yeah, it
People
is.
don't realize that until they gotta do it.
Well,
right. So-
And we're going to probably lose some up front, but, maybe they'll come back. I mean,
Yeah.
What are you
what else
looking
you
at?
going to do?
I just grabbed
might
the
wanna
last
mention.
minute.
You might want to mention the fact that we might take outside.
Another choice, which we talked about this before, but kind of left it alone, I guess, is if we had non-residents purchase stickers, so it'd still be the same sticker, but if you're a non-resident, you're going to pay more. So whether it be $50 more, $100 more for the year. So it's not like a one-time thing where it'd be, but it would help with the revenue.
That would help. That gets harder to monitor, like them picking up for their street.
Right.
It'd be the
If they're
same,
from a
yeah.
different town,
Yeah.
it's a lot harder to see that kind of
But
thing.
you see other towns are raising their
And you probably
fees too.
don't have the guilt of.
There aren't too many
screwing over
towns
your
that
own
have a transfer station like we have.
No.
And, they can get rid of a lot of, people get rid of, well, as you well know, get rid of all kinds of stuff up there.
Yeah.
That was
Whereas-
one of our little things we could have gotten a point for. So Irene plugged that again, so I was
Yeah.
throwing it back out there.
Green stamps.
Non-residents.
They call them green.
We didn't get a lot of
stamps.
points, so. trying to up our points.
Do you know what other towns are? Like, or no?
It's hard because a lot of them are paper bag, so you kind of have to ask, like, I did it for me with Sutton. If I throw away as much as I do,
Yeah.
3 bags a week or whatever it is, I think it was going to cost me about $350 for the year
Oh.
to buy the sticker and the bags. And they seem pretty cheap to some other towns. The bags are a lot more money, so I don't know.
But with the bags, you're not throwing away what they're throwing away up at the transfer station. People are,
They'll be throw a lot
you're
less.
not putting
away.
steel in the bags, you're not putting,
Right. No,
If you
yeah.
start charging for bags, then people get a lot pickier about what they're throwing
They're going
Yeah.
to start
Yeah.
recycling
Yeah.
more.
Or if
Yeah.
they start recycling more, you gain things in that respect too.
that's right.
And actually, if you did buy a bag, that would probably reduce, that guy that picks up for his whole family.
I mean, people are throwing, they're cleaning their basements and throwing stuff out. You're not going to do that with bags,
No,
and this is a big difference right there.
right.
I know people will initially, they probably won't realize, the advantage to having a sticker up there, but then again,
It's cheaper than doing a trash service.
it sure is.
And you can throw away.
Well, you guys know,
Yeah,
yeah,
it definitely is.
yeah. What are they getting for say a 20-yarder or something?
Oh, well, for a 20-yarder dumpster,
Yeah,
450.
450.
Yeah, so, no, 15 yards, 450.
Oh,
20 yards, 550.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like a trash, like I do, have a local company, you are billed every 3 months. So, but it's still more than,
yeah, you build every 3 months, and what would,
so it's 120 every 3 months, but it's bi-weekly, so you get like 1 week you do recycling, the next week you do trash recycling. So,
boy, yeah. Well, we're going to have to do it. I mean,
Yeah,
we can't go in the hole, we
So
can't
is
go
this-
backwards.
this is next year.
This is
This will be
July
July
1st.
1st.
oh, that's when the year's up for new
Right.
stickers?
No, new stickers are March, but as of July 1st, new fiscal year, we'll
Fiscal year,
increase the
yeah.
prices.
Okay, help me understand something,
Yeah.
please. Under the rate category, 2022 was 205,100.
Right,
The rate category for proposed 23 is almost double that, within a few dollars of doubling that number. And yet, when I get down to the bottom, I've only got a $30,000 difference.
what? You're talking about the 205 to the 394?
205 to 394, yes, that's almost times two,
Yeah,
within a few thousand. And yet, when I get down to the bottom, 350 versus 380, it's just a small number, so I don't understand.
because we're not borrowing money. Is that why?
And you'd have 25 extra, right?
Right.
25,000.
We have 25 extra,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not, we're not borrowing money.
Not borrowing.
And you're also looking at 350 to 380, so there's 30,000, right?
Yeah,
And then 25,000 on top of that.
yeah, I'm missing something here, that's all.
You think?
When you say that we're not borrowing money, is that the way you phrased it?
That's the way I'm phrasing it, yes.
Where is
Using
that?
our retained earnings, yeah.
Yeah, where is that?
25.
22 and 23. Where are those two numbers?
124.5 was the difference between the 225 and the 350.
So the 124.5 was coming out
Retained
of
earnings.
another account somewhere.
Right, retained earnings, yeah,
And you're taking that away,
right,
and in its place, you're
increasing the prices.
ending up with 25,480.
Well, in other words, we don't have,
Taking it away and increasing the prices, we end up back to start adding some more money into retained earnings.
in other words, we're using all of the retained earnings that we have, right?
Right, because every year we have to use some, because we don't, we're not making enough to,
Yeah, so if we kept on in the 22 realm
can't.
of that, we would run out of money. Okay.
Well, we have to essentially make up more than 125,000.
And that's because we dropped prices to,
Yep.
help people.
Let's say that I think it'll be a shock.
It will be a shock, but we have to explain to the people that we had given them a gift
Yeah.
for many years.
Yeah.
I mean, because $100, when prices are right now 636,
What
Right.
what is?
I
what is
mean-
I mean, $350 is,
it's,
as far as I'm concerned, that's a real
cheap.
reasonable,
It is still
it's an,
cheap.
it will be a shock because
just
it's an
gonna be-
increase.
I understand.
But we've been giving them a big break
What-
to
what-
try and
What is the,
give back money to them.
if I go out and hire a trucker to come and take my rubbish, what is the annual cost of that?
One is $636
What is that for? What's their,
every week, weekly pickup, trash pickup for a year,
wow.
for a year, yeah.
Oh,
One is $516. And one, I don't know if this is right, $466 would be the cheapest.
So about
Probably
500.
Probably not going to be that way.
And that was before, like, we just got surcharged
Yeah.
from BP. This was before that, so it's
Right.
probably gone up.
Oh, yeah. Gas has gone up substantially.
And we'll have to revisit this every year, because like I said, we just got
Well, yeah, you should revisit it every year.
every year, yeah.
and you
Okay.
never know, maybe
Maybe it can stay the same.
2024.
Right.
it would, I don't see things going down again, but maybe it'll stay.
Stabilized?
No, but we had a lot of money in retained earnings, so
We did.
instead of spending it on things, we gave it back to the town by letting them,
Yeah.
cutting their prices, so,
Yeah, yeah. Which is,
which was not, it was really good, it was good.
it was good, but people have to understand that.
Right.
you know.
It's over now.
Yeah, it's over
Yeah,
now.
It's over now.
The ship has sailed.
But it's not just us. It's
No.
every single
Yeah.
town, everybody's dealing with
Yeah.
it. No matter where they go, they're gonna have to spend it, or close to it, or whatever, or more.
Because now for next year, BP, well, at the moment, I went back and forth with Gary, but he was going to charge some money for hauling, more money for hauling and so forth, but I got him back down. So he's keeping hauling and rent the same, but the tonnage went up $20 per ton.
That's a lot.
So that's why I estimate $380 for the expenses. I estimated an extra $30,000 for BP, which is probably higher now since we just got $4,000 added to one bill.
And when do you let the people know? Do you send out a letter? How do you do that?
I'm not sure when the census goes out. I can throw something in the census. I can't remember when that actually goes out, but I'll post it on the website, the doors. A lot of people go into the tax collector. I'll post it there, library. Patrice does a senior center. A lot of, hit the seniors.
Yeah.
Maybe she can post it or put it in her newsletter. I don't know. I haven't talked to her, but
Are you going to deal with Dynamic Douglas?
I was just gonna say, you
I'm
can
not
get it
touching
out
it.
like that.
Well, I mean, they need to get the correct information as opposed to what's going to be generated, which could be almost anything.
not under my name, but if,
Coward.
maybe if we,
I move that Kristen be the
Maybe.
front,
look at, I've,
and we'll be behind you.
maybe if we have a board of health, I don't know, we'll get it out there somehow. I'll have my two people work on it. There's a way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it stinks, but I don't think there's
There's
any
no
other
way
option.
around it.
You can't,
Yeah.
if we're out of money in retained earnings, we've spent
I
it
mean,
all over the past few
even with
years.
what we're guesstimating, I don't even know if it,
Yeah.
I know, we'll have to wait and see, but
it's so hard right now with all the prices.
mean,
I think
that's-
we have two issues here. One is the non-resident issue, and I think that's a whole nother discussion. Oh, we're gonna spend a lot of time here. And the other one is what we're doing on the 2023 sticker prices.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're.
Well, I think the
that's what we're talking about
non-resident,
now.
the non-resident thing is gonna
I
be
would
more
think-
costly.
I would think that we would want to hold off on that and
Would you-
discuss it at length later.
Yeah, I think that's gonna
Yeah,
end up
well,
costing us more
if we
than.
do that, then we're losing the time, of course. We have to know by July 1st what we're going to do. So,
Well,
yeah,
for the sticker prices.
for the sticker
Yeah.
prices.
I think sticker prices, I
So
don't know, I
are
think we
you ready
have
for a
to.
motion on the sticker prices?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Get your
unless
helmet
anybody
on.
else has
Uh,
something.
Seems like a rock and a hard place, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, let's put it this way. I mean, I know Kristen worked hard at this. Jean, she worked with Jean, and they really, I think she did a great job, both Kristen and Jean. They kind of tried to find that bullseye where you can, this is where we should be.
Right.
And it's not outrageous, but yes, it's a big increase, but it's not, it's understandable. It's that simple to me. It's understandable that's what it has to be.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it has to, because now we've spent all that project money on just,
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to pay more for a
Keep it
thing.
going.
You don't want to pay more. Nobody wants to pay more.
no, now we have to table all
Right.
those other ideas we had.
And
for
unfortunately,
Yeah.
everything
Right.
is going up.
Dropping-
That's right.
Dropping 100,
Everything is right.
125,000 out of retained earnings, like there's
Yeah,
Right, there's everything we wanted to do
that's it.
over there.
That's
And
it.
if nothing changed and we just increased our, expenses by a little bit like we do every year, we would have had to take 130
Oh,
out.
man, I know, I
It's
just
like,
wish,
Yeah.
too bad we didn't see this coming. We could have went up to like 300 and 150 and saved some of that money and still had some to do one of these
Exactly,
projects.
Exactly.
I mean, we should have increased them again a year ago, went back up more. or
When you
something,
think
but-
about it,
What are you
the
gonna do?
increase is really only $150 more a year.
Holy.
No,
Right.
I mean, when I say that, what I mean, you know
Right.
what I mean by that.
Right.
And when was the
I do
last time you
understand.
guys went up?
we went down.
Oh, okay.
We went down like, I want to say 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And you haven't done anything in 7
Yeah.
years? Oh,
There's-
So
wow.
we had a big chunk of change that we,
Kind of
back then, the board,
Right, we were picking away at it until this year when we just really,
so much,
And
yeah, we got
Yeah.
hit with
we
all the huge
cleaned it right
things.
out.
Yeah,
We went from
Yeah.
picking at it to just,
Well, we had no choice to clean it out.
Oh.
It was
that's killer though, but what are you
just the
gonna
way
do?
the economy went too. I mean.
so we just have to
it
start
killed us.
rebuilding it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think there's an assumption in here that is going to be interesting to see how it works.
Yeah, it
And
is.
the assumption is
It
that
is.
the same number of people will buy the new stickers as bought last year's stickers.
If not, they're going to be spending more.
Yeah,
What's their other
They
option?
will be.
they have no other option, really.
Well,
I mean,
they,
unless they want to pay more.
right, they'll spend more
But
and
that's-
they'll save themselves a drive.
Well, this is
but
what,
that'll
this
be
is
it.
what,
Pay
exactly
more.
what they did. Kristen and Jean, they kind of worked it to the point where they're still making out better, but, we're trying to cover our costs too. So,
What
Those
we
are
want
gonna
to do,
go
we
up,
just
too.
want to cover it and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're not looking, this is not a profitable operation here. We're trying to do the best we can for our citizens, for our people in town.
Yeah.
And I feel like when they do this, they get way more to dispose of more. I mean,
Yeah.
3 bags and mine is
Yeah.
full, and you can't put anything in it. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
and they have to
Side-
pay for extra bags.
Yeah,
Right?
so-
Pay for whatever.
Like, well, we would have to wait till the next week, and then if you have, so it does build up. If you have extra
Sure.
recycling, it doesn't come till that next.
And Christmas must be awful.
Yes, yes. And all the like Amazon, the boxes,
Oh, yeah, you break them all down. My God.
yeah.
Are you ready for a motion?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I hope we don't get any threats at home.
I get hate mail. Sure.
My name is Kristen.
You're mean.
I move that as of July 1, 2023, that the regular sticker rate will be $350 a year, and the senior rate will be $240 a year.
You're nasty.
I don't even believe you did that, but I'll second it.
There.
Okay, all in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, it passes.
Reluctantly,
Move on.
we do that. See what happens.
Great.
Ugh.
Next up, we have, well, we talked about the non-residents, so.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
we left.
Dick, you might want to talk on this.
Pump the septic system.
Yeah.
We discussed that
Yep,
a while back, and Steve went off to look at were there any negative implications of pumping it. And
Okay.
the answer came back as no.
yeah. The big thing, how much?
Well, we have to get bids on it.
Right, 'cause we're out of money.
We're out of money, that's what I'm saying. Right now, I think maybe leave well enough alone. I know that it's important, I know that, but right now, we can't spend money that we don't have.
Okay, I agree.
So,
Oh, what a,
Oh, the next one is interesting too then.
okay. Oh, the camera monitoring.
So we have a quote on it.
We do?
Yes, we do. What was it, 4,000, 5,000, somewhere in there?
Again, money that we don't have.
For what is it? Camera monitoring? You said?
Yes. So the monitoring system will remain out of service.
Well, yeah, like Dick, at the transfer of Dick, what's his last name? Dick.
Belanger.
Belanger. He had mentioned that, people just mounting the, mounting the cameras
rings or something.
at certain locations, that's enough to deter people from doing.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Thinking
can
that-
see them and they've got something there. It's
And it's only
We're not
us
upgrading.
here that know that.
We're not upgrading the system right now.
No,
Right.
no.
Okay,
Okay, miscellaneous increase of bulky. Yeah, we're talking about couches, chairs, recliners, that type of thing.
I know Dick Belanger had mentioned that they don't charge now for like exercise equipment.
Oh,
I
really?
don't think they charge.
Oh, we
for that.
should.
That's a
That's a
bulky
big
item,
thing.
any
Yeah.
kind of item
Well,
that's not broken down, yeah.
that would go in the metal
Like,
dumpster.
yeah,
And we
yeah.
get paid for that.
Yeah, we should.
It's still
Yeah,
a
we.
big item, though.
Well,
Well, very little,
there was a point
Well,
where,
it's metal.
yeah.
And most of the
yeah, you're not
exercise
gonna get
equipment
a,
that I know is metal.
yeah, yeah.
And therefore, why would we want to charge something that we're going to get paid for?
We're not getting paid for it. They're only paying us $5 per ton.
Right.
Yeah, but it.
The haul is probably-
Yeah.
We're hauling it,
Haul's
and we're doing
180.
all of the, I think they should pay
I think
some sort of.
On a BP bill, we might get $30 credit a month on a,
Yeah.
Some of these people are
$20,000
throwing
What I
away.
was overlooking was the hauling fee.
right, the hauling,
Oh,
the
okay,
tonnage.
Okay,
So in fact, it is costing us.
it does
Yeah.
cost us.
Because if the tonnage is $118 per ton, and they're giving us $5 per ton.
Yeah, again, we're
We have to
not-
charge for mattresses, too. We should just,
So I looked into that.
Yeah.
And I'm still looking into that. Actually, I have something for you if you,
Mattress?
no.
No, thank
No,
you.
no. I asked about the mattresses. I asked Irene, we do not have to collect them as long as we have a place for someone to tell them where they can bring them. So she's trying to see if, she's hoping Uxbridge will be a regional, like,
Oh, really?
collector, because they'll get money,
Uxbridge?
yeah.
Really?
Blackstone, I guess, is one, but she's trying to see if Uxbridge will do it. They're almost there, but they're gonna get they'll get funds, they'll get grants.
Hmm.
So if they did that, we wouldn't have to take them.
That would
one
be
less
great.
thing we gotta
Because
worry
she
about.
said,
Yeah.
oh, why can't you just piggyback them? Like, if they're bringing recycling anyways to Blackstone, why don't you just throw the mattresses in at that, but then we still have to store them, cover them.
Right.
It's too much. It's-
Right, if we were gonna have to have mattresses, we'd have to get a new container, a big
Yeah, and
container
you know-
just for mattresses.
They need to have someone pick them up.
Yeah, we'd have to have
Yeah,
just a big
yeah.
walk-in pod.
Someone
Giant
has to
pod.
be there judging whether they're too dirty
Right.
or.
Right now,
And
I
who-
think,
Yeah.
I don't think we can make too many drastic changes
No.
in the operation.
We'd have to buy a container.
Yeah.
We'd have to pay for hauling.
So hopefully Uxbridge
So-
comes through.
We
Yeah,
do not
yeah.
have to
All right.
collect them as long as we have a place to tell people where they can go.
Now,
So,
other items, do we have to vote to have, like, exercise equipment count? I mean, what is our
Yeah, we
price
should-
tag on bulky items? Do we itemize anything?
yep, so I gave you the rules and regulations and what we charge on here. I mean, I don't, if we do anything as bulky as that.
$10 each.
Laptop computers, $2.
Yeah,
This is what we're charging now.
$10 each for.
Computer monitor,
metal containers.
$10. 39 inch.
like
Box spring, $10 each.
washers, dryers are $10.
Couches, leather.
Yeah, it's $10 here. It says
Yeah,
stove, washers, dryers.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we just stick
Water
with $10,
tanks.
huh? Yeah, I would add exercise equipment,
just add it to the metal container at $10.
I guess, see if that.
Yeah, we probably should vote on that.
Do we
I
have a
think
vote
so,
on that?
yeah. Yeah.
I make a motion that we add exercise equipment to large bulky items, stoves, washers, dryers, et cetera, for $10 each.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
All right.
Okay, motion approved. That takes care of that. We ready to move on here?
Who seconded that?
Me.
Okay, so we have update on progress of the signage.
Yep.
How we doing
That
there?
guy has promised me next week he will have some signs.
Oh, yeah? Who's gonna buy them? Who's gonna pay for it?
We just spent all our money.
We're gonna have to borrow from Peter to pay Paul.
We'll make
know
you
where
a
to borrow?
loan.
Well, I hope you enjoy your signs.
So we need signs.
We should have bought them a month ago.
I hope he enjoys his signs.
Was there more money a
We
month
should have bought
ago?
them a month ago.
Because now Bruce just sent me a whole thing, which I was going to give you a packet. The waistband is changing, whatever, so you have to start adding different things to our signage. So we might have to get new signs too, or add to the signs we have.
Oh, my
I don't know what you're
God.
saying.
Me either. Bruce?
Can you just add a sign to the sign?
Well, didn't you get this signs that you said you could change out?
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the waistband signs where it says what is recyclable, what's not? We have up there the big sign.
Change it out.
Things had to change on that, I guess, have be added to it, like mattresses and batteries.
Yeah, the sign, the basic sign is modifiable easily, and we'll be changing every couple of weeks or whatever
Yeah.
frequency we decide in.
Every day.
Yeah, at this rate.
Oh, my God.
Now, how's your bank account, Corey?
I don't think we have.
2023, you could get maybe paid back.
Maybe.
Okay, so we have that. Anything on that discussion? Dick, want to add?
Nothing more, just,
Okay, just,
Yeah, I mean, I think
Okay.
we're gonna have to have signs. I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
We gotta do something there. Still need them.
Okay, we have additional.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No.
Oh, no, I didn't see that part. Go ahead.
We have additional compacted discussion. So we're not going to do anything as far as that goes.
No, that's too bad.
Right now, we have to table it.
No, that 125,000 was our money for all those
Yeah,
upgrades.
so we can't even think
Bummer.
about that.
so, what I think we should do
Ah, that was gonna save us money
is we
too.
have a town meeting in the fall,
Yep,
and I think we should go into that town meeting and request the funding to get up and running with the additional compactors.
That's not a bad idea.
yeah, that probably would be the best way to deal with it, because we can't deal with it alone.
No,
No, we were close, but we,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
So
it.
the town meeting, the format would be that we would request an investment which will pay back in 2 to 3 years.
Yeah,
And
Right.
I think that's a good investment.
it is a good
Oh,
idea.
I think so too. If it pays back in 2 or 3 years and you did
Yeah.
all the legwork,
And
I mean,
after
it seemed
that-
like something smart.
Free money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, it'll save on trips over the road, it'll save on gas, and gas just keeps
That's-
going up.
That's a good idea.
That was our discussion on recyclable packer, right?
Right.
On a plastic or cardboard or something?
Oh, and I talked to the IT guy,
Yeah,
and he said, no problem at all. You're gonna have to run AC wiring out there. You
Yeah.
just have a conduit next to it that you put, and actually, he said you need 2 conduits next to it. One's a spare,
mhm,
and the other one feeds your cameras,
mhm.
and no problem.
Yeah, I spoke to Adam, and Adam said, as far as the excavation is concerned, they would handle that, no problem. So there's a lot there that, we wouldn't have to deal with, we wouldn't have to contract it out,
Yeah, let's try to,
Yeah.
let's try to be prepared for that thing.
Yeah.
The annual meeting.
We just
Sounds
need
good.
the upfront money,
Sounds good.
and we're up and running.
Okay.
We'll propose that.
Okay, great. Well, our public health nurse is not here tonight, so, Kristen, do you have anything to add to that?
Cases are up, as far as I know.
Okay, cases are up.
That's what I heard.
How about schools? How the schools doing?
I think the schools are.
Same, yeah. Okay, that's all set. Health agent update, bills and warrants. Do we have to vote on
It should be
that?
in your packet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of money.
That is.
This whole Board of Health stuff's not cheap.
Monitoring wells. Ooh. That's a lot.
How much is that?
7,800, almost 8,000.
That BP trucking's a pretty big one.
Yeah,
Every time, huh? That's a pretty big one.
there is.
Boy, imagine like in the 80s when they had that landfill. That was just not even a thing.
I know it. I know it, huh?
All that money wasn't even a thing.
That landfill, they used to just push everything in there, and it doesn't matter.
Nope, just keep it going, pack it down.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
My problem is I'm south of all of that.
I know. I know. Oh, man.
You girls are using too much paper.
There it is.
$19.11.
Oh, you gotta print out all the bills and warrants.
What's that for? 19?
WB Mason.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna have to cut that back.
Oh, I know, maybe we can do it double-sided.
Yeah.
I could, actually. Shame on me.
7.
All this time.
Yeah, oh my God.
We could-
We're not doing too
could've-
bad.
Never again.
All right, well, it
Okay,
is what it is, that's
Yeah.
there,
yeah.
it's spent.
Okay, so now we have approval of the minutes. How do we feel about that? I read them over, they seem to be fine.
I have 2 typo corrections.
Uh-oh.
I didn't catch those.
Third line down, under item 1,
Third line down,
Yeah.
item 1.
will no longer be accepted as, not at.
Oh. Okay.
Wow, we're getting very particular
You're
here.
good.
I can shut up.
I didn't even catch that.
And item 8,
Item 8.
Yeah.
educational signs and ASKED.
Oh, good one.
Commercial signs, SKE. D.
D, yep.
Do we not have to say, or do we,
I
motion?
move we accept the minutes as modified.
Oh,
How come the bottom is just blank?
yeah, because I
How come the what?
printed the wrong one. Because she left it blank and I had filled it in and then printed the one that she sent us.
Okay, so we have a motion.
I'll second that motion.
What are we going to do with made by and seconded?
She has the
Do you
original.
have names?
I do.
Will you share them with us?
Well, I watched the thing again because she left it blank and I filled it in. I don't remember what I filled in. Dick and Corey.
Thinking it was me and you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll fill it in. I fixed it. I just didn't print the right one.
Do you have a motion?
Do we have a motion?
You have a motion.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Okay, now we need a motion, a meeting. That's it. See, I got it this time.
So we're going to have to do
That
a
was
quick
close.
meeting. You can't run up here during the day, can you?
I have one agenda
not.
item to add.
We don't,
Time.
I don't know, but we wouldn't need you, right? We could vote with just the 3 of you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
as long as we have
would
a,
be a quorum.
All right.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I know, I don't
I'm
want to.
in and out in meetings. I don't know
Yeah.
if I.
we'll fill you in. Don't
It's all
worry.
right.
So just to vote on the BP
Yeah, we have
contract,
to.
which might be, when did you get out next, maybe next,
Thursday? You're a free man on Thursday?
I
Next
have,
Thursday, yeah.
I have one agenda item.
I know how that feels.
Oh, man, pumped. Love a break. The kids need a break, too.
yeah.
So that would be the 23rd, right?
Yeah, agenda item.
23rd.
Yes.
So you'd like to add an
Just
agenda
pencil it
item to
in.
next week?
Nope, this week.
I don't
Oh,
have
old
a
and new
pencil,
business?
so-
Oh, it's in
Under
marker.
the old new business part, yes. I would like to
Oh.
recognize Kristen for her extra over and above work
Yes.
she did on the beach sampling. We had one beach that closed down.
Oh,
She made the signs, came in Saturday, posted the signs. and I think she deserves some recognition in the minutes,
Sure.
please.
Oh, thank you.
That's very nice, yes. Very good.
I want to get there before I had to kick people out of the water.
Early. Beat the crowd.
And Julie, I called Julie, like,
That's right, Julie should be in there, too.
meet me in the
Okay.
office. We have to like figure this out.
So I take it, did they totally close the public?
So
like,
Walm Lake
entrance?
Terrace, the
She
count
would
came in
know.
high, and I knew it was going to, 'cause it was rain, and I called the state, I'm like, do we have to? And he, not close it, but do we even have to sample it?
Yeah.
It's a long story, but he said yes. So Friday night, I went on my computer and I'm like looking, Michael Beck sent me the results. I'm like, oh.
Sure enough.
So I got up really early Saturday morning.
Ran down
I
there.
ran down there, I'm like, we're putting the signs up. We got post stakes, and I don't know how you, did you have to close the beach before?
We closed the lake. We had to put signs up around the lake on all, like, where the road pretty much goes over the lake
Yeah.
or near it.
And that's another thing. I mean, I
What lake
I
was
came in
that?
here,
Waller?
No. The one on.
The red?
Hanchok,
No.
Breezy.
It's the long one. What the heck's the name of it?
Late
Oh,
Charlie.
No,
No. Oh, man.
Webster?
because we only do the three. We only have
You
the,
say it's a long,
No, yeah, it touches Route 16
Oh.
and that street that they closed the bridge on, connects to the Sawmill Road there,
oh, okay, yeah,
which
that's.
is over there too.
Okay, yeah.
That pond going that way.
Oh, yeah, the small pond, it's
You
like,
have Long Lake maybe?
long, yeah, long pond, something.
but the signs we made were only
Yeah,
8.5
the
by
names.
11.
Escape.
I don't know if we
Yeah,
should
it's
get
like a very
signs.
shallow lake, right?
It
A
is, it's not
pond.
very big.
How are you gonna
But there's
pay for
boats on it, so. I
Are they?
Well, this is a different, this is health.
Motorboats or fishing?
This is,
don't think so. I think there's some.
Really?
Yeah, maybe
I
not.
thought it was very shallow, a lot of rocks, a lot of
A lot of rocks.
heavy, boulders. Okay, so do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, meeting adjourned.
Do we have
Thank you.